Hi everybody, it's Creative Scrapbookers Technique Taster time, and I'm here to share with you an explosive project. Here is my birthday present from my daughter, Nikki. It is all done. Everything that you see in here is all the embellishments, the letter dies, the border dies, the stamps, all come from Heartfelt Creations. When you open this gorgeous book, it is about an inch thick. It explodes into a gift of memories. So you open it up and you can see that it just spreads out in front of you. You can flip one page at a time. I counted the photos. There are something like 56 photos in this special book for her, and they flip. What a gift to give someone special. Now, I don't know if I can stand it up to show you. You can get an idea of just how amazing this book is. The border dies that I have used on every single piece of this amazing book all came from one combination of curvy accent borders. You can put them together in any shape you want. This basket floral stamp from Heartfelt Creations allowed me to create not only all these little pieces to embellish the border dies that I have throughout the book, but of course, when you use them in their entirety and 3D them a little bit, makes a great focal piece for your two front covers. And the lettering die that I used, of course, Heartfelt Creations, letters and numbers, a really nice size. So I could even A Gift of Memories fits very nicely on this 8x8 page. I have used Heartfelt Creations paper collection, floral basket collection, to easily decorate the backgrounds of my book. For the base of the book, I have found a nice sturdy pearlescent paper that I had in my scrap room. And what I have done is taken an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I have cut it to 8 by 11, as you can see by this ruler. Then on this front piece, I have scored it, and you can see, we're just going to flip it around. The front panel is 8 inches, so here's your front panel of your book, one of your front panels. It's 8 by 8, so you're going to score it at 8, and then you're going to score it again at 8 3/4. This edge of your book is 3/4 of an inch, and then you have this panel left over. That's your first piece of paper that you're going to cut. Your second piece of paper that you're going to cut is going to create your back panel within this book. So it is going to go here. You can see on this smaller section, it's all ready to go with my tape. And this piece here from the same paper, it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that I have cut to 8 by 11. And I've scored it at 8, and I've made this edge of the book an inch. Why did I give it more? Because I know I'm adding bows and all kinds of fun things, so I'm going to have a little more give on the corner. And of course, the leftover that you have here, which is 2 inches, is ready to go with my tape. So here we have, this is the front panel of our book. We've opened it up, and now I'm going to just pull up my paper on the second fold, on the second score line, and I'm going to remove the backings. This page here, which is going to be the back of your book, is going to face up, And to make it nice and easy, I'm just going to lay this right in the corner of my book, making sure all the edges are aligned. And then all you have to do is go close. And now all of a sudden your book is longer. Okay. And now what we're going to do is, you can see I've already, there's that 1-inch binding. I've already applied some more tape to the front of this. And I have another piece of that beautiful pearlescent paper that I cut. And this piece, if you can see by the ruler, is 6 by 8. Turn the page, turn the book over. Make sure that you, using your OLFA cutting mat, make sure that you have lined up everything on one of the white lines, so that that's going to help you guide your page so that you can continue it straight. I just want to take that little bit off. Now I can take my piece of paper, put it on the score line, make sure everything is lined up, and when I'm happy, press down, lift up, it's in the right place, remove the rest of the backing, and complete your book. There you go. So you now have, and you can fold on all your score lines. You now have the base of your book. We're going to create this piece here, this piece that creates that wonderful accordion fold so that you can explode all those wonderful photos. And to do that, again, we are going to get 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and you're going to need 2 of them. One of them is going to be cut, and I'll use the ruler again so you can see. You're leaving it 11 inches long, but instead of 8 inches, I want you to just make it slightly smaller. So you're at 7 3/4. So it fits inside of the book. You don't have anything showing outside. So make this piece just that little bit smaller. And of course, I'm going to, from another piece, I am going to get you to cut a piece, and you can cut before and or after you score. And this piece is not quite 8 inches, 7 3/4 by 4 and almost a half. And you're going to be now adding score lines. I want you to score your piece of paper, and you're going to alternate those score lines. So you're going to score on this side here. So you have a valley. You're going to flip, and your valley is going to be on this side, and you're going to flip, and you're going to have a valley. So you end up with, across the piece of paper, you're going to end up with a valley, a fold, a valley, a fold, a valley, and a fold. The scoring lines are 1.5 inches apart, except for the very first one. It's going to start at 2. So you score at 2, then you score at 3.5, then you score at 5, then you're going to score at 6.5, then you're going to score at 8, and then you're going to score at 9.5, and you're going to be flipping it over, creating mountain and valley folds. This one, the second piece, it is simply going to be scored at, it is 4.5 inches long, a little bit shy of 4.5 inches long, and you'll see why when we put the piece together. And you're simply going to score you're going to score at 1.5 inches, you're going to score at 3, and then not quite 4.5, and it's just, you're just going to give it that little bit so the book fits nicely inside your book, allowing for thicknesses of paper. When you're done putting this together, you can see here where I've put it together. Here is that little piece, and why I added that little piece is because I wanted to have 12 panels. Is it 3? Yes. 12 panels so that I could embellish. And this gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 accordion folds to add my panels into that I get to decorate. Once you've got this accordion piece ready to go, you're going to set that aside. You're going to cut pieces of paper from your Heartfelt Creations package, and you can see I've cut it just a tad smaller than 8 by 8 so that you get this fine little border all around. So that's how we're going to be embellishing the panels. I've chosen the striped one to go into the front panel, which is here. And this is where we're going to sandwich our accordion fold. Once we tape it down, you can see where this is going to go. This separate panel that is going to get sandwiched in between the cover and the decorative piece of paper, I have applied my tape to both sides. Right along that first score line, right there. So there's the score line, and you can see it is now just doing this. There is your placement. Open it up and continue adding your decorative paper from Heartfelt Creation. And there's the inside, and you can see we're beginning here. You're going to apply this one, and you're going to apply this one. Oh, what fun. And you're going to apply this one, and we'll decorate the back panel as well. Now we have it. We have our book. It's ready to go. We have added our decorative paper. We've got our accordion fold, which is where we're going to add all these strips that I have cut to the accordion fold so we can have that flip-flop action happening. And you're going to watch me attach these. You can attach them all. They could be all in one color, but I simply went with 2. So I have chosen for my strips some of the pearlescent one and some in that gorgeous aqua color. So on the first page, I've done the pearlescent top and bottom, the middle one, that aqua color, and then I reverse it. Aqua on top and bottom, pearlescent in the middle, and so forth and so on. You can see all of the strips that I have cut are not quite 8. So you can see I've cut them just shy of 8 inches. So again, they fit well with inside the book. You don't want them exactly the same size or you'll have bulking on the edges. But by cutting them so they're a bit smaller, not quite 8, they're going to fit in there nicely. And of course, I divided it in 3 so I could have how many panels evenly spaced? They are 2 1/4 inches wide. And you have 6 of one color and 6 of another color. Let's add the strips. For placement of your tape, take your first strip, place it on the top, match it up with the very top of that accordion fold, and guess what? Take a pencil, no one's going to see this, and you're going to put tape on this side. Mark where your tape is going to go so you don't forget. All right, it's as easy as that. Note that the first one goes on top of the first accordion fold. The second one is going to go underneath the accordion fold. And the third one will go on top of the accordion fold again. When you're ready to apply, of course, you're going to remove. And I like to place this one right along the top here. And make sure it's just straight in place. And there you go, first one's attached. Then put your bottom one on. So your bottom one goes at the bottom, even with the bottom of the accordion fold. And the reason we did top and bottom first is so we can take this piece and sandwich it in between and center it. Do you see how it will be centered? And there you go. First panel is done. So here we have your book all ready to be embellished. Let your creative heart go crazy, and you're going to open up your book to this blank wonderland that is just begging for you to embellish with all the photos or all the wonderfulness you can have, and in this case, for Nikki. And I hope you who are watching this video have as much fun as I did creating your gift of memories for someone you love. Bye for now.